You do a lot of stupid stuff if you don't.
Oh man.
And you'll be the butt of many, many jokes. Even if no one gets hurt, you will act a fool.
Yeah.
And end up with like toothpaste up your nose because you passed out at a party.
That's what happens in your world when you drink too much?
Yeah, you've seen all
people
the pictures.
People put toothpaste
You
up
pass
your
out at a party and people like draw stuff on your face and take pictures of you and put it all over the internet.
Plus you feel cruddy the next morning.
Yeah, exactly. See our Hangovers podcast for that.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to call this a pretty cool, interesting email from an attorney about dueling. Guys, I just got done listening to your podcast on duels. Thought you might like to know that and I am sure many of your fans, enjoy the podcast with a twinge of sadness because, alas, I cannot duel. Why, you ask? I am an attorney, and one of the states in which I am licensed is Kentucky. And when an attorney in Kentucky is sworn in, he or she swears an oath. And when I was sworn in, the Commonwealth of Kentucky, it contained this additional tidbit. In order to practice in the Commonwealth, I had to swear that I would not participate in any duels. She still has to say this. Isn't that crazy?
That's pretty cool.
What's more, as I listened to the podcast, I realized that I had been preparing to duel my whole life. During college, I worked as a serving wench at medieval times, watching joust each night and twice on Saturdays. My senior year of college, in order to fulfill my PE requirement, I took fencing, which was actually really interesting and more athletic than I expected. So sadly, no matter how much experience we may have, neither I nor my fellow members of the Kentucky Bar, come Stuff You Should Know fans, can use the information you glean from your podcast. There was talk in the last few years of removing that particular clause from the oath, but as far as I know, newly minted Kentucky attorneys are still required to abstain from dueling. Isn't that nuts?
It just seems logical. I think we should add that to just about anything. Like when you go get your driver's license, you have to check a box that says I won't duel.
Or in your marriage vows.
Yeah, there's just a lot of places where we could insert that.
And that is from Rebecca Wright in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Really, that's what she signed it as?
No, she signed it Cincinnati, but
gotcha.
I like to say Cincinnati.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Oh, if you're a home brewer, we want to hear from you.
And by hear from you, we mean send us some of your wares.
Chuck said that, not me. But he's right. So we want to hear from you via Twitter at SYSK Podcast. We want to hear from you on Facebook at facebook.com/WShouldKnow. And we want to get emails from you. And you can send those to stuffpodcast@discovery.com.
Be sure to check out our new video podcast, Stuff from the Future. Join How Stuff Works staff as we explore the most promising and perplexing possibilities of tomorrow. Brought to you by the reinvented 2012 Camry. It's ready. Are you?